If you don't read the news, you're uninformed. If you do read the news, you're misinformed. That sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. It's a warning because information isn't the same as truth. And somewhere along the way, we forgot the difference. This is the prescription, and I'm your host, Trill Pill. Start the show. Before I get started, I do want to give you guys some context of where we're going tonight or today. Whenever you watch this, and how the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen in a minute. For those of you, this is your first time here. Welcome to the prescription. You know, we do the work. We do the dirty work in this space, in this area. We really sit in here and we curate our own consciousness and we really break down some of these systems. And we're just doing a lot of groundbreaking shit. And unfortunately, this type of shit is not algorithm friendly. So if you would, please do it for me and you. Like, share, and subscribe and do all those fun things so we can get this shit in the algorithm and get this shit cracking. You understand me? Get this shit pumping out the house. You know, we trapping this content. You know, we hitting these blocks. We are really doing what they say that they're doing, but they're not doing it. They just going along with the getting along. These niggas say that shit. But let me share my screen real quick because I want to show you guys where I'm coming from with this. You understand me? So there's this clip of Denzel Washington, 2016. He was on the red carpet for the premiere of Fences, great movie. Where he talks about the media. And this is all about media literacy. Now, in the first two seasons of this show, the first season, I went into it, or I found myself in a direction that I didn't realize what I was embarking on, right? As a content creator, and you're in this space, I found myself wondering what makes this shit go, right? Excuse me. And because I don't make algorithm friendly content, for me, it made me kind of sit back and wonder, well, what the fuck is this shit really about? You know, what the fuck is going on with content? right? It used to be clear dividers in content. This was comedy. This was some nature shit. This was some real talk shit. This was some goofy shit. This was some, you understand what I'm saying? So nowadays, all that shit is kind of meshed together in this gumbo of content creation. You know what I'm saying? It makes you really wonder what is a content creator? What is content? You know, what is classified as content? What isn't content? You know, you got some people who are content over everything. You got some people who, you know, are like myself who are not so content over everything. Um who I I do my best to find a medium um with this content creation shit, you know. Some people are entertainers, you know, some people are you know, like storytellers, you know, it's many, you know, factions of this shit, but because I don't pattern myself after anybody, um I'm pretty much the first of my kind in my opinion. I don't see anybody, um and there might be some, you know, some people out there that's doing this shit, but as far as how I do it, what I attach to it, how it looks, it's not a lot of us out here who are really flipping this shit upside down, starting from the bottom all the way to the top. You know, some niggas got cosigns, some niggas got huge backing, some niggas got, you know, all this shit, and that's good. Shout out to them. But for those of us who are starting from the bottom in this type of lane where it's not, it's so niche, where it's not really something that's going to grab your eye at first. So you really, you like, you understand that you got to press hard to even be seen, let alone be heard. You know, these days, um, the average person doesn't want to sit there and listen to shit like this. You know, they want to sit there and listen to a bunch of bullshit, right? Some would say, well, it's the attention span. And I would say, well, that's cap. And then they'll say, well, how is it cap? And I said, ha, yeah, hey, I got proof that it's not cap. You see people online sitting hours and hours and hours hearing niggas bicker, complain, and argue back and forth about nothing, completely nothing. And before you know it, you don't wasted 2 or 3 hours in your motherfucking day that you could have been doing something productive. You could have knocked out 50 to 100 push-ups. You could have went outside and goddamn did some grounding. You know what I'm saying? You could have went in the kitchen and grounded up some ground beef. You know what I'm saying? For some spaghetti in a pot. You know what I'm saying? You could have done a plethora of things, but you sat there and you listened to this bullshit. And I think one of the things that we need to not take, but be more aware of is the type of content that we consume. Just like the things that we consume in our bodies, um, we always leave the brain out of everything. We always leave the brain out. That's like trying to build a computer with no motherboard. You can't fucking do it. So I think um over this over these past few months, couple months rather, um I've been putting design structure, design architecture in the crosshairs. This social media case, um, drawing parallels from social media and phones to the internet, you know, not the internet, but drawing comparisons between the internet to the casino and social media to the casino, and the casino architecture being the same as social media architecture, and how they copy one another when it comes to these variable systems, variable award systems. You know, we we are living in a group of in a bunch, not even a group, but we're living in a bunch of engineered worlds, right? And few people ask who engineered the world. You understand? Few people just, you know, it's like a, um, I've always had these thoughts as a child, right? When you see these buildings or you see these brands, you always, well, why is the McDonald's arch gold? You know, what's the psychology behind these colors? You know, I always thought like that. I was encouraged to think like that as well. So that has carried me into my adulthood. And I'm 35, bald as hell, bald nigga, bald as hell, still having these thoughts. You understand me? But without further ado, I don't talk your ears off for now. Let me pull up this right here. Let me drop this. Let me drop the OG real quick. Let me add this real quick as well. So I want you guys to listen to this real quick, and then we're going to get into it. It's not going to be a long episode.
Don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS. If you
That's a fact. Shout out to Denzel. Now, for those of us who watch Training Day plenty of times, he hinted at this as well, and I think he improv this as well. There's a scene in the very beginning where the young white guy comes and meets him in the diner or something. He's talking about the newspaper, like 80% of this. You know what I'm saying? That scene. So this is not the first time he said this or hinted about this. And shit, it won't be the last, to be honest. That is the direction that I'm going in with this, because when Denzel said that, as I'm reading the comments, a lot of people just heard a clever quote, and it was a clever quote, but that wasn't a joke. That was a diagnosis. We were taught if you stay updated, you're aware. But nobody told you that awareness and accuracy are not the same thing. You can watch the news every fucking day, know every fucking headline, repeat every fucking talking point, and still be completely disconnected from the fucking truth. Because information can be filtered, framed, and edited, and still feel complete. Being informed isn't about how much you consume, it's about how much you question. There is a business of information. I should have had slides with this, but I didn't have time. Now, let's go a little deeper, right? about the business of information. When you realize that news isn't just information, it's a business, and every business has an incentive, profit. So if the goal is profit, what's the product? It's not the news, it's your intention. You, you are the product. The news is just the vehicle. And once attention becomes the currency, everything in its orbit changes. Stories get selected, not just because they matter, but because they perform well. Headlines get written not just to inform, but to hook you. Fear spreads faster than facts, and outrage travels further than nuance. Because emotion is what keeps you watching. Emotion is what keeps you watching. And for me, there's a distortion effect. And personally, for me, it's thinking about where we are at now, where my kids are at, where my friends' kids are at, like the ages that they're at and going forward about the information. This is where it gets dangerous for all of us. When information is optimized for attention, it doesn't stay neutral. It gets sharper, more extreme, more emotional, because that's what performs. So you don't get the full story. You get the version that keeps you engaged, not reality, a version of reality. You did not reality, but a version of reality. Soak on that. Let it marinate. You feel me? You don't get reality. You get a version of it. And over time, that starts to shape how you see the world. You think things are worse, more divided, more chaotic, because that's what the world is showing you. That's what you're being shown. That's what we're being shown. And the algorithm is not showing you the truth. It's showing you what you're most likely to stay for. So now, ask yourself, say self. Come on, say it with me. Ask yourself, say self. Are you informed? Or are you just updated? Because there's a difference between knowing what happened and understanding what it means. You didn't get the truth. You got the version designed to keep you watching. They told us, but we didn't understand the weight of it. Because once the information becomes a product, the truth becomes optional. And the truth is optional, then perception becomes power. So the real question is this: who's shaping yours? Who is shaping your perception? There will be a part 2 on this. There's something that we have to figure out as a people, right? And unfortunately, like Denzel said in this clip, I'm going to play it again. The truth doesn't matter anymore. It just matters who can get this bullshit out first. Right? We're going to take a listen to what the OG said once again before we move on.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's the great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information?
What is the long-term effect of too much information? What is the long-term effect of too much information? I can write that in my notes again. I wrote it down, but what is the long-term effect of too much information? Majority of this shit we don't even fucking need. Think about how much information that you see on a daily that you can that you can't use any motherfucking word. Who fucking who? Who doing this? The bitch got on red boots today. She got up there with that ass sound. Oh my God. Damn, she fine. She ain't talking about shit. But damn, she fine. What the fuck is going on? This shit has infiltrated everything, including our sports. All type of information we don't even fucking need. Who fucking who? Bitch all on the field. Cardi B, Stephon Diggs. Bitch all on the field. Bitch, get off the football field with the heels on. Ho. Move. All type of information. Why do we know who these niggas is fucking and why they fucking them? All we should care about is the goddamn field and the product and that they ready to play. So we can put them in the right position to goddamn win fantasy football or win prize picks or underdog or whatever the fuck you doing, you gambling. We don't need all this extra shit. You understand what I'm saying? These celebrities have become idols to some people. You feel what I'm saying? It's one thing being a fan of a person. It's one thing to worship these celebrities. If you say some wrong shit about Beyonce, you fuck around and get jumped outside around the right group of ratchet bitches. If you fuck around and say something, that little sexy red bitch like she stink, you fuck around and get your motherfucking tires / car windows busted the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? People are crazy as fuck, but it's useless information. Useless information. All type of shit that you can't use nowhere. Like you can't use it to make you no money. You can't use it to improve your knowledge. You can't use it. So what the fuck is it? It's just gray matter. It's just space. It's just a gray area of shit. And people learn how to monetize nothing. And by all means, get your motherfucking hustle on. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get in front of nobody's money. If you find a way to monetize nothing, then do your thing. But that's what the fuck it is. I'm gonna call it how the fuck I see it. People are monetizing nothing. None of this information, or better yet, I've learned this too along my journey of content creation. They'll say it's entertainment. So the business of monetizing nothing has turned into entertainment. See, I even like my entertainment to be nuanced. I want to be able to, not only for it to have a little depth to it, but I also want to learn from it, beyond laughing. That's why I like Ali Sadiq so much, because not only are you going to be entertained, but because he has a gift of being a great storyteller, you're also going to get some depth and some nuance into his story or whatever he's talking about, and you're going to laugh. That's what I'm entertained by. Some people are entertained by a bunch of funky cop bitches fighting all motherfucking day. I thought we was done with Bad Girls Club. Now, this shit, they got the baddies. They got baddies even on Roblox. My youngest daughter was telling me, yeah, they got baddies on Roblox. They on their thing. I said, what the fuck? The fuck is going on? You hear me? A bunch of information for nothing. So, my whole mission with this show, the prescription, besides this daily prescription, you can get that on the IG. But somebody has to assist in the healing what's been damaged for so many years over this last few years, right? And it's unfortunate that we deal with a bunch of nothing. It's unfortunate that people care about what other people care about when it comes to the relationships and family structure and who's doing this and who's doing that. Like, y'all start letting people who you don't even fucking know have an opinion on your life and have an effect on your life. And it just goes to show you how many people are brain dead. They're alive, but they're fucking brain dead, right? Now, if somebody's doing something that's inspirational, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to dictating how your life is ran, your personal life, people are actually running their lives from the advice of fuck niggas on YouTube and funky bitches on YouTube and TikTok. And the shit be sounding important, but it don't really be important. You feel what I'm saying? These are the top 5 things you don't want in a man. These are the top 5 things you don't want in a bitch. Who gives a motherfucker? Do you live and learn, have fun, be careful. Love unconditionally. Don't let your love, come on, man. This shit has literally changed people's minds about everything, and it's weird. It's weird, and it just goes to show you how fast this shit can flip overnight. All this shit used to stop. Don't stop no more. It's 24/7, 365, 366 on a leap year loop of fuck shit. You understand? But here we go. How dangerous is too much information?
One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore.
One of the effects is the need to be first, not even be true anymore. You don't even have to have the truth. You just got to be the fastest to get the bullshit.
So what a responsibility you all have.
So what a responsibility do you all have? And when he's talking about you all, he means the media. What a responsibility for us to have between the truth and what's profitable. Truth ain't the most profitable. Real shit ain't the most profitable. You can be the realest nigga in the fucking world. A lot of these real niggas is out here broke. Unfortunately. It's more fuck niggas with a lot of bread spend a lot of money on doing a bunch of fuck shit, and real because it's just certain shit that we just won't do when it comes to this content space. You understand? A lot of these niggas will do anything. It's content over everything. They'll shake their ass, spread their ass open, pull their dick out, kiss a man, do a bunch of wild, foul shit for the bread. And then when somebody say something, they'll be like, oh man, I'm getting that paper though. Yeah, but so what? For some people, being an outstanding human being and being a person with honor and morals and moving on principle and really valuing friendship and being loyal to people who are loyal to you, loving the ones who love you means something more than money. Now I'm getting twisted. Money is an important tool to have and use. We need it. But some people just won't do anything for it. Won't be a hoe to this shit. You know? Let's go, Denzel.
To tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it. Sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
He was gonna say bullshit, but he knew the camera was on. But nobody, a lot of people don't care about people being hurt from this shit. You know, it's fucked up. It's a fucked up world we live in now when you think about it. But I'm not telling you this to fearmonger you, and it ain't nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gonna walk through the valley, you know, of the shadow of death. You understand me? Fear no evil. You know, we can walk through this bitch with our head up, chest out. You know what I'm saying? All 10 toes planted. You know, ready to combat whatever fuck shit that whoever, the evil forces, whatever you want to call them. I know everybody got their different belief systems, but if there is a good, there is an evil. So best believe, the more you do good, the more evil's coming your way. That's just the way it motherfucking is. You know, that comes from experience. I don't just talk this shit. I live it as well. And when it comes to this content creation shit, it's a weird place. You got to really sit back and realize, like, am I talking to real people? You know, that's why I am transparent with my content, right? Because you're talking to a real person with real emotions and real feelings and real stories and real experience. You can't Google experience. You can't Google emotion. You can't chat GPT experience. It's some shit you just got to motherfucking live. And for those of us who have survived and lived, it's our duty to find a way to inform the future. That's our duty. We are put here to create, and we're also put here to inform. We're put here to build. We're put here to help. We are put here to love. We're put here to care. We are put here to curate our consciousness. Right? Whether it's your friends, your kids, your family, whatever it is, you're put here to pour it in. We living on borrowed time. So in my opinion, the audacity of me to go through something and make it out of something and have the experience of making it out and not tell how I made it out to help somebody else. That's how I extend the olive branch. Say, man, I see my niggas over there, they fucked up over losing their mama. Guess who lost their mama? Me. So my partners lose their mama. Guess I'm calling. I'm contacting. You know, I'm running them down through there of how it was for me, how it feels for me, how it looks for me, the shit I still go through from what I've lost and what I've experienced. It ain't nobody's business either. That's another thing that you flaw as niggas be doing. You niggas be having these crucial conversations with people that you love, and you niggas be telling everything. You niggas be talking too fucking much, telling everybody being like a weird little bitch. You know what I'm saying? The conversation that I have with my friends about important shit, confidential. They know they can talk to me and be comfortable. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Like, it's not someone I'm just gonna gossip about. Whatever it is, nigga, it's confidential. It's locked down. It's two-factor authenticated around this motherfucker. To the grave, nigga. If nigga say to the grave. You understand me? To the grave, if a nigga say it's to the grave. For real. Nigga. However it go. Good or bad. That's how I operate. It's proven. But I have to extend the olive branch to them, because why else would God put us here? If my brother needs some help, I'm going to go help him. If I can, I will. And even if I can't, I'll try or find somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll just put some effort towards it, because it's love there. So when we're talking about this media shit, you have to understand, like, this shit is weird. A bunch of grown ass men is gossiping. That's lucrative now. You know? Niggas is telling shit that niggas is telling stories about the 90s, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just, like, damn, these people are still living, fam. You still got families and kids and shit. Like, you just don't tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to tell a story about that, you know, was on some, you know, lighthearted shit, but nigga, you going and telling some shit that really niggas wouldn't really even say. Like, niggas would look at you a different way if you said that shit 15, 20 years ago. You'd be like, damn, my nigga, you talk like that. You're like, you gossip like that. But all these podcasts are a death to masculinity, you know, and being able to operate in this space as someone who stands on honor. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to gossip. I don't have to have no tea. Should no niggas be having no tea about none of this whole ass shit. Nigga, come with the information, come with some, you know, some information or some education, you know what I'm saying? To goddamn increase the nation. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Nigga. Shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck about who you done fuck? Why you telling? What type of nigga is that? What type of nigga is you? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, shout out to Denzel Washington, man, the OG. This will be this is only part one of this. You know, I usually try to do 3 episodes to every certain topic, so I'm gonna stretch this bit of content because it's so much here, and it's so much to talk about when what he said. You know, it's a lot to slice and dissect and things like that. So if you like this type of shit, man, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You feel what I'm saying? Please fuck with me. I'm trying to make it out the hood with this one. You understand me? I'm trying to get up out the hood with this one. So please show me love, man. If you got some extra ducats, you want to shuck it, shit, hit me up. Mind your mental. $ mind your mental for the cash app. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna start having that shit up on the screen as well. Actually, I do have that on the screen. Which one of these is the shit? This one? No, it's not that one. That's some other shit. But I do have an overlay for it. Ah, here it is. Is this it? Hey, there it go. Goddamn it. There's the overlay for that, man. $ monumental if you want to donate to the show. You know, I'm on my NPR shit. You know, donate to keep this platform going as strong as it want to go. We're trying to build. We done added at least 100 some subscribers over the last month. Thank you, Jesus. We done went from 200, 300. Now we're trying to get to the 4, to the 5. We're on a road to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? We on the road to a million, you know what I'm talking about? So I appreciate everybody who views this, who loves this. Fuck with me, man. Share it out to them people, man. Even them niggas who you think won't listen to this shit, share it out to them too. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not just trying to inform my niggas. We just, we trying to change minds as well. We trying to get, this is for us. All my niggas, all my hustlers and my scholars and my scientists, and for everybody who's ever asked the question why to some of this shit, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to go live with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? To have thousands of people in the chat asking why and getting on the panel and breaking down some of this shit and coming down through. This is a place for your thought. I'm just here to curate. I'm just here to create the space for you to get your shit off. When it comes to what you think. Unfortunately, thinking is not as much of a currency as you want it to be nowadays. But right here, thinking is the currency. Thinking is very much the currency. I still value that. I still I still value thinkers. And doers in this world and of the word. You understand me? So shout out to everybody out there, man. I appreciate it. We done hit 40 minutes. I don't talk your goddamn ear off. It's all good. It's all gravy though. Look out for part 2 of this. It's coming real soon. Soon as tomorrow or Thursday. I'm gonna cook this shit up as soon as I get done with this shit. So shout out to everybody out there. Much love. I'm gone. I lied. I'm not gone. Make sure you go over there to the Substack. And let me take the ticker off the bottom. You know me, I make it easy for you. I put it on your goddamn me doorstep. You feel me? Trill Pill Unlimited is the Substack. That QR code at the bottom right hand corner. Click that. Get that. Go over there. Subscribe. Fuck with me. Read the shit. If you love reading, if you like thinking, if you like just reading just a juicy piece of content, you just fuck with it. You fuck with me. You understand me? Fuck with me. Yeah, you might want to do it before I blow up. Cause once I blow up, I don't want to hear you forgot about us. No, yeah, I wasn't on the wave when I was first making the tide. Now you want to get on the wave when the shit going. Now you gotta hit me early. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm not stopping. You know what I'm saying? The only way to go and to see what this shit can be is to keep going. So guess what I'm gonna do? Motherfucker, keep going. It's motherfucking Trill Pill. Monumental. To be monumental, stay trilling hill. Yeah, I'm gone.